What's up, man? What's up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Gonna do an early stream today. Gonna chat it up tonight. Tonight. Chat it up this morning, man. Hope y'all doing good out there. Whenever y'all come through, appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Let me make sure this audio isn't too loud for y'all. Put it right there. Oh, there we go. Anyway, man, I got my coffee. Gonna sit here and talk about what happened yesterday. What happened with the Kyrie and Dwight Powell. Either this will obviously be a live stream, but it'll be posted right after, so that's what everyone will be able to see this as it is. But again, I just kind of wanted to go over what the hell happened last night. More specifically about Dwight Powell landing on Kyrie. Not even to waste your time or try to suspend disbelief or whatever, but I want to get into that, man, and just kind of like, oh, wait up. I don't know why I said it that way, you know?
Hey, yo.
But but yeah, man. We're gonna look up there's a video out there, I forget his name is. It's a doctor who talks about all the injuries. And I saw he posted something about Kyrie's injury, and so we're gonna look at that together. And then we're obviously gonna rewatch the injury and share our thoughts on that, or I'll just share mine. And then from that, yeah, it'll be a quick stream. We'll just have a real quick conversation, man. If y'all don't mind kicking it with me. So let me pull up that video. Kyrie injury. I ain't gonna lie, I was extremely upset, man, that this happened. Upset that this happened. Like it didn't need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like and I know what this is gonna turn into is gonna turn into a lot of Dwight Powell discourse. But honestly, it's deservedly so. Let me make sure I ain't got no. Yeah, I'm good. It's deservedly so, man. I don't like the shit on any player, you know. But when you make a bad mistake on the basketball court and it costs you one of your, best players on the team, it's got to be a bad feeling. One for Dwight Powell, but also it's a bad feeling for Kyrie as well, man. It's a bad feeling for the team. Like you just can't make certain plays. And let's go ahead and let's take a look at this quote unquote play here. Let me pull it up. And let me turn off the music for now. All right, so let's watch this play, man. And we get the benefit of of being able to watch the replays and play Monday morning quarterback, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna slow down this video. Let me go ahead and it is up here. All right. So here's this play last night. Again, this is slow down.
That's his first basket. Kyrie regathers the handles, goes right at Scoot. Great with the
foul. Obviously that was Dwight Powell's body landing there. So let's slow it down and let's kind of like talk through this. Again, if anybody wants to hop on the stream, let me know and I could put you up here so we could talk. Again, this isn't just gonna be me talking, if y'all don't want to. So here's Kyrie. All right. So looking at this now, I can see the ball's up, and it's just kind of tough to gauge this. Like I can see where Dwight Powell thinks he could get this. He's over here on the baseline. So he's just like, can he go get it? Does he think he could go get it? I don't know, right? So I can see where he made that mistake. I can see that. But it's just even then, like this play wasn't necessary. Like he didn't have to put his hand out there. He really didn't have to, man, because he wasn't gonna get it. I just don't see how he thought he was gonna get it. Like, if your intention is just to swipe at the ball, then your intention isn't to rebound the ball. And if your intention isn't to rebound the ball, get back on defense. However, he does that. Kyrie then is trying to slide out of the way, but in turn, in sliding out of the way, he has a big player landing on him. Ouch, bro. Ouch.
With a foul.
So I think this injury looks worse over here. Not that I'm trying to see it. I really don't want to see it.
Watch the return. Got
All right, so this
free
gives you a
throws to
different vantage point
shoot,
here.
which I was.
Let me turn him muted. So he goes up, right? Now, Dwight Powell in this area, honestly, would I go for this? I'm not sure. I don't think he has a chance for it. They should have called the foul. I'm pretty sure there was a whistle. But swiping at this. I get the intention. I think the intention is to swipe it out to another player. But you really had no shot at that. Man. And then do y'all want to see it? Here we go. All right, so the issue is going to be. I'm going to assume the issue is going to be obviously the ankle. It looks like the knee is okay because it's straight. So there was some give. It's going to be the ankle. It's probably going to be an ankle sprain, but he landed on top of the leg. So not sure. Ugh, not sure how. I really don't know how bad this is going to be. To be completely honest with you, I have absolutely no idea. I feel like this could be even worse. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rui? He says, "Yo, TGK, that was tough, man. Kai goes out and we struggle to even win against a bunch of nobodies. Horrible. Let's hope next game will be better. Hope Kai. Hope we get Kai to play versus the Suns. That might be in question now. You know what I'm saying? Even against this Blazers team, like we should have been able to beat this Blazers team, and we were. And again, I was out. I went to Plucker, so I missed parts of the game, but I was able to finish the game. And we'll get into that too, man. It's just crazy. Good morning, Richard says. Good morning, damn. I feel better. That's good, bro. I'm glad you feel better. That COVID's no joke. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, enough of watching that injury. I don't really want to be here watching that. So, let's go ahead with the doctor and what the doctor says about it. Bang, right here. So let's go ahead and let's unmute his mic and then let's tune into this and and see what he got to say, man. All right, here we go.
Irving supposedly left
Oh
the
damn,
arena tonight
I'm tripping. I didn't even change off the playback speed. Let's put it on normal. Here we go.
in a wheelchair due to a right lower extremity foot ankle injury here after Dwight Powell unfortunately came down and landed on his foot. And in this video, we're going to take a look at what sounds like a kind of bizarre story. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Suter, and my goal on the channel is to teach you about the medical.
Kind of bizarre story. The fact that here he knows it's kind of bizarre. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know it was bizarre. I just thought it was a horrible play by a player, but here, let's go.
Side of the sports world. Let's dive right into this play here. So I think we'd be careful when we hear and kind of talk about people leaving in a wheelchair, because oftentimes a wheelchair is just the quickest form of transportation. I think what's more unusual is that Irving needed to leave the arena, because we heard the report while the game was still going on from the announcers that supposedly Irving had left the arena in a wheelchair. And I don't think we should focus as much on the in a wheelchair part as the fact that he supposedly needed to leave the arena, which would be a very unusual thing to need to do, even if there was a fracture in the foot or in the ankle. But looking at this play here, I think if we're talking about anything serious, it's probably going to be more of a bone type of injury. So as Dwight Powell comes down and lands here on Irving's right foot, of course, we're looking at the right foot, the right ankle. And when you think of mechanisms like this, usually when we talk about tendon ruptures, like the Achilles tendon, there's some sort of load or stretch put through that tendon. And in this case, even though we saw Irving actually grab a little bit on kind of the back portion of his ankle, there was no specific load or stretch on the Achilles tendon. So I would not be concerned necessarily about an Achilles tendon injury.
Good.
Also, you can see really here how his leg and foot just almost kind
of. If it's not an Achilles injury, we definitely dodged a bullet there, right? I just think. Hold on. Let me say this. I just think as a basketball player, as a hooper, you got to be able to have a good sense of being able to judge plays. And like I said, I understand that Dwight Powell maybe had thought he could push it straight forward, like, swipe it out, punch it out, whatever the case may be. But there was just no chance of it, man. And I just don't like him doing that. I don't like him doing that play in general. Like, he's not good at it. He's not tall enough for it either. Like, Tyson Chandler could stand and swipe it out. Dwight Powell is not tall enough to do that. Derek Lively can't. You're just not tall enough to do that, Dwight Powell. And so all you're doing is really just a bunch of mess and not getting back on defense when that does happen. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to say that, 'cause I know there's a lot of discourse out there. So let's get back to this video and let's see what the doctor got to say.
Kind of bounce off of the court. We see his knee drop down to absorb some of that impact, but what really happens is his tibia, his foot gets internally rotated. So as he comes down here, you can see his foot is now pointing inward. That's going to be internal rotation. And I think what probably took the brunt of the blow is either the lateral or the medial malleolus, the two bones in the outer portions and inner portion of the ankle, just from how Powell landed and just the direct pressure you would get on those two bony prominences. There's not really a significant amount of force that we can see applied through the foot. And usually when we're talking about major foot injuries, like a Liz Frank tear or something like that, there's often some component of axial load. So when we talk about axial load, we mean that there is some force that's actually going through the foot as opposed to just somebody landing on the side of the foot. Now, in this position, certainly the metatarsal bones in the foot can be pushed together and can bruise or contuse sort of in those inner metatarsal phalangeal joints, those inner MTP joints, and cause more of like a bursitis type of phenomenon.
By the way, I have fractured my fibula and tibia back in like 2008. So if anybody know ankle injuries and surgeries and recovery, it's me. I'm very irrelevant to this. But no, I mean, just looking at that makes me think of my left ankle, man. Like ankles are a powerful tool for you, but also if you hurt it, like, it's so debilitating, man. It's crazy.
But I'd be very surprised if this was leading to any significant ligamentous or real soft tissue injury, again, because there's just not a lot of force that's stabilizing those structures to allow all that excess load to get transferred.
So what I'm hearing is he thinks this might be a break. He hasn't said it. He said it was bone. So he thinks this might be a small fracture. Let's see.
Those key ligaments. Now, if we look at our biodigital anatomy tool here and talk about just some of these bony structures, what I said with the lateral and medial malleolus or malleolus. So lateral means outside and then medial means inside. So if we're looking straight on here at a right foot, this is going to be the lateral malleolus. You can feel this on yourself. You can push on that outer bump, and that's actually the lower portion of the fibula bone down on the ankle. It's where all your main ankle ligaments originate off of.
And there's so many bones
inside, of course, medial means inside. So here we have the medial malleolus. That's the bump on the inside of your ankle. And that's going to be the distal or lowermost portion of the tibia or the shin bone. So here in this case, whenever Irving lands and then Powell comes down on top of him, his foot rotates inward. And then you get the floor pushing on the medial side of his ankle. You get Dwight Powell pushing on the lateral side of his ankle, basically just kind of squeezing it together. But the ankle joint itself is not loaded. So we're not really looking at things like a high ankle sprain. Again, there's no axial force going up through the foot here that would make me worried as much about like a Liz Frank injury. And so I think if there's something here, I'd be listing a bone injury number 1 and then more of like a sprain number 2. Again, the weird part about this is the fact that they said he'd left the arena. I presume that's to go to the hospital. Now, I don't know if that means that maybe the x-ray machine was not working that the Timberwolves have on site, because even if there is some sort of fracture here in his foot, that's not something that you would necessarily like have to go to the hospital for. Usually you're going to get the x-ray there, and then you're not going to have surgery right away unless it's a truly major like compound open fracture. And we saw Irving able to walk off the court. And there's these things we have called the Ottawa ankle rules that help us determine whether or not an x-ray is needed. And technically, the fact that Irving was able to bear weight immediately, he wouldn't even necessarily qualify to get an ankle x-ray or a foot x-ray. So it's a little bit bizarre. Again, don't focus so much on the wheelchair part, because they probably just wheeled him to wherever he was going to go quicker, and a wheelchair was the quicker way as opposed to having him limp and hobble on crutches. It sounds dramatic. The bigger question here should be, why did he need to leave the arena? Nothing about this seems overly traumatic. Again, the bones would be the two things that I'd be most worried about. Here, of course, what we talked about, that medial inner portion of the ankle malleolus rotating inward, pushing on the court, Dwight Powell landing on the top of his foot. And so that would be my number 1 concern. Stay tuned. We'll see if we get any more updates here. But again, just looking at this, nothing really jumps out as being a big major thing. Now, of course, we're not there examining them. This is just looking at the video. But I think we need to figure out first, why he needed to leave the arena. Was it to go to the hospital? Was it just to go back to the hotel or something? What exactly else is going on here? But those are my initial thoughts from looking at this play. Let me know down below any questions or comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. All right, man. So y'all heard him. Y'all heard the man speak, man. You heard what he was talking about. So hold on, man. I played the wrong song here. All right. So we really didn't get much from that. He's saying that he thinks it might be a bone issue or a actual sprain. I'm obviously leaning that I hope it's an actual sprain, but it could be a bone thing issue, man. It could be a very deep bone issue type of deal. So now let's get to Twitter, man. Let's see what the temperature is like out here. Damn, right off the top, Bibb saying, as a devoted Dwight Powell hater, please get off his nuts. Let me respond. Never. I need a pause emoji. Where's the pause emoji? I have to find the pause. And I mean, I understand people wanting to defend Dwight Powell. I get it. But I'm strictly talking about the basketball play. You know, like I don't care about how y'all might feel about how people talk about the player. Y'all could talk about the player personally. I'm saying it's a bad play. I'm saying it's a dumb play at that. So I don't see the whole idea of wanting to shut people up for the fact that Dwight Powell. This is hilarious, man. Shout out to Jose. He goes, nobody. Dwight Powell to his teammates. That's hilarious. Look. Let me say this. At the end of the day, the thing is, like, you have the freedom of say what you want to say, right? As long as it's never personal about the player. And my thing is, I definitely try to watch it that I'm never personal, because you could get very emotional about these games. And when you get very emotional about these games, you really just start saying some crazy stuff, right? Before the season, people just didn't want Dwight Powell on the team. And again, I preface it, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Dwight Powell's a great guy. He is. But as far as building a basketball team, it's just not the guy for this team. And I think that's really what it comes down to. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me see if there's some updates from Grant Afset or anybody, because let me see here. Because there gotta be some Kyrie updates, right? Where would the Kyrie updates come from? No, let me see. Oh, okay, we got a Jason Kidd video here. Let's check this out, man. Let's check out what J Kidd had to say last night over the Kyrie news. But yeah, man, I encourage y'all to vent it out and talk about the Kyrie injury, and you definitely say how disappointed you are with the play. You know, that it was unnecessary of a play for Dwight Powell. It really was, man.
But Blazers TV supposedly said Kyrie was taken out of the arena, and I didn't hear that from anywhere else, but it sparked all this stuff on the internet. To your knowledge, did Kyrie? Has he been here?
Asking him about the Kyrie leaving the arena.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when something like that is said on TV, it just goes crazy. I don't know why they would say something like that. That wasn't the case. So,
well,
he stayed in the arena.
All reporting is not all factual, is it? Or should we all believe it?
Well, we got to check.
I'm not here to interview you, but I think he hasn't left the building. He's still here.
That's what I wanted to check.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kyrie never left the building last night. All right, so that's a little encouraging, because remember how they were saying that he did, right? So let me see if there's anything else over here. Man, that's kind of crazy, bro. That's crazy that that's crazy that they be saying that he left and he never did. Let's see if there's some other report. Okay, Dalton Trigg. Dalton Trigg. Hope I said his name correctly. Where is he at? You know, they were on the door for us when he came in. All right. Let me show you what I just saw. Let me see. Oh, we got someone in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully he ready. You know what I'm saying? Probably won't have his camera on, but we got it. Let me do an intro, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do an intro. You know what I'm saying? We got one half. We got one half of the duo of the We Talk Mavs duo. We got King in the building. What's up, bro?
What up, TGK? Good morning, bro.
How you doing, man? Good morning.
I can't complain. Oh, I can complain, but no one's going to listen. So it is what it is, man. I'm actually feeling sad this morning. I woke up, got the crust out my eyes, and looked at Twitter or X this morning. And I see everybody going at Dwight Powell. I'm like, man, it sucks because we knew this was going to happen eventually. And now it's like he's going to get the finger pointed at him and he's going to be probably destroyed. And it sucks because he's still a person. But, man, should have been gone, man.
Look, and I know I had just responded to Bibb's tweet earlier and others. There's other people tweeting like, you know, leave Dwight Powell alone, or like Bibb said, get off his nuts and this and that. My thing is, as long as it's within talking about, you know, his poor play or the decision to go after that ball, because we looked at the replays earlier, and from the angle, the only thing that I thought he was trying to do is just punch the ball out to another player. But from where he was at, it just made no sense to do it. You have to be under the basket, right? And have a chance at it. And if you don't, it's just wasted energy. Just get back on defense, right? And that's where my issue was, is that the plays that he's making when he does them, it is very unsafe. And that's why he gets hit in the face a lot of the times, because he puts himself in bad positions, and he always ends up getting hit to the face. So whenever a Bibb says get off his nuts, or Mavs Marie is defending him all over Twitter, and we're just talking about Twitter here, it's not to defend the person. Yeah, I think people are taking it out of context. I mean, there's probably people that's talking to him about him personally, and those, yeah, like, y'all got to chill out. But if you're just strictly talking about the basketball play, like you and I are, hell no, keep going. Like, this is, bro, this is Kyrie Irving, $40 million player, and you're putting a reckless player consistently that's reckless out there with him. And
but we knew it, TGK. That's my only thing. Like, we knew this was going to happen. We watched the games. You see him reckless all the time. You see this is when somebody's talked to him and told him to do that tap out, because he's done it for too long. We've been watching it and saying that it's foolishness. Like, why don't you grab rebounds? He was going for what he does. He was jumping behind the backboard to, like, jump over Kyrie to hit it, to tap a rebound. Like, bro, why are you even going for that? Like, it's not even a play. He's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird because I'm not a professional athlete, but when you pick up somebody on the court that doesn't really know how to play basketball, and you just playing with a guy that's the extra guy that just gives energy, and he's a hawk. That's usually what you call him out there. And he goes around, he's just hawking on people, running up, throwing energy real fast. He's not really playing defense, but he's just all up on them, and like in their space, and like jumping all up on them. It's like irritating because he's just always touching you and all that. That's how Dwight Powell plays, and it's like, he doesn't really have a high basketball IQ, and that's no disrespect. It's just so low that he didn't even know he was going to do. Like, that was a foolish play. Like, nobody else, I don't feel like any other center on our team or anybody else that plays the center position would have done that play but Dwight Powell.
Yeah,
and that's the bad part about it.
That is very much the bad part about it, because again, against this Portland Trailblazers team, like by the third quarter, Kyrie and Luka should have been done playing. And yeah, they I didn't really get to watch the entire game, so I saw it was close at the end. And then Luka, again, I didn't see it. I saw your post game yesterday where y'all said Luka, had a poor game, but at the end, I saw Luka making amazing passes to end the game, right? But early on, I just felt like I felt like it was going to be a close game regardless, because they're playing in Portland. In Portland, the fans there are going to just empower them to play better. But it's just that the injury just leaves a bad taste in your mouth because who knows how long this is. We just reviewed a video of, I forget his name, doctor or something. He does all like the sports injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, either this is gonna be a bone issue or it's gonna be a sprain. And to me, I just hope it's a sprain, regardless of how bad it is. Who knows? But we're talking about Christmas game, right? I don't know if he's back by Christmas, and that's an issue because they got to think of it deeper than that, right? The NBA, I'm pretty sure they're upset with Dwight Powell too because now you've taken a star out of a star-studded potential game, and it's not to be like, oh, Kyrie's not human. We don't, we're just talking about him as a player to go and play. Yeah, man. The NBA is about revenue, bro, and when they lose a star like that, it's a lot. It's just reckless at the end of the day, and not to just continuously to take a dump on Dwight Powell.
Hey,
but it's just it's unfortunate, man. I went to sleep just disgruntled last night. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, a win is cool, but sometimes you take an L, and this is an L. We lost last night.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, it's a serious L, bro. That's man. Oh man, I can't. I just watched the video over again, and I'm just watching like I pay attention to body language, a lot. I think I always say that. And when he fell, you could see him like a little kid that broke something in the house, like embarrassed and kind of like backing up and like, I'm hurt because I don't want to. It just didn't make sense, man. Like, he could have got up and helped Kyrie and checked on him. He wasn't trying to check on Kyrie because he wanted to look like he was hurt, so that because he knew he made a mistake. Like, it's just like stupid stuff, bro. Like, bro, you're not a kid. We're not playing with kids here. We're playing with professional athletes, grown men. And like, every time we get a chance, like, he can be the smartest guy as far as intelligence, but like, maturity is a different thing, bro. And it's like, you got to be mature in that court, and you can't do foolish things like that. And Dwight Powell doesn't do either one, man. So it sucks, man. It sucks because, again, I don't know what happens. I don't know. I guess Mark Cuban holds on to him again. Right now, I would hope that this move would show Mark and them like, okay, we may have to trade him now. This is a bad look. I don't know what happens from this, man. Like, they can just try to force feed him to us now, pause, and be like, we just need more Dwight Powell, whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't know what happens.
Hey,
that's great that you could hear it. I don't know a guest could be able to hear that, so that's dope. But now, man, look, all right, let's say one positive thing about Dwight Powell that's basketball related, right? I don't know if you could do it, but I think I could do it. The one positive about Dwight Powell is on the short roll when he has the ball and when he passes it to a wide open player. He does that good. I'll give him credit there. He does that pretty good. Other than that, what's one positive you have for Dwight Powell?
I can't even make it a positive because when he's on the short roll, he's just so he can pass the ball out of that. But a lot of the times when he's passing the ball, he shouldn't pass the ball. So that's what I can't even give him the credit for that one, because it's like a lot of times I'm like, Dwight, you can just go to the rim, and he just continues to pass. And I'm like, man, just let the ball go past you then and just let it be a pass. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I have nothing good basketball wise to say about Dwight Powell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it and make it nice and all that stuff, man. Like, I think he's the worst basketball player in the NBA. I will keep it like that. Like, this has nothing to do with personality. It's all entertainment. But he is to me. Somebody has to be the best, and somebody has to be the worst. And I feel like we have the best and the worst on our team. So that's just how I feel, man. Like, it is what it is. All praises to him or whatever. But off the court, but on the court, man, like, this dude is. I don't want him on the court. Like, I wouldn't want him on my team. I wouldn't want him on my enemy's team if they have a favorite basketball team. Like, Dwight Powell should probably be in the G League. I remember when Baron Davis and them played again in the G League and was like at the end of his career, and he was getting burned that way. Like, Dwight's at that point now. If he wants to play basketball, be in the G League with Theo Pinson and stuff like that.
Damn. Let me give you a standing O, bro. Let me stand too. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, man, it's you know what happened when Dwight Powell landed on Kyrie?
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
He fucked up. Yep.
Man, I'm having a blast with the soundboard. I'm not gonna lie.
I see you, man. The it's awesome, but the fan base, man, like I don't know. I just feel bad, man. I feel bad because
you have to like lean far on one side, and then there's gonna be a counter from the other side. And again,
TGK.
not every basketball fan is gonna know basketball from an intimate perspective, because there's a lot of people that don't play basketball that talk it, and there's no shot at them. It just there's certain things that they wouldn't know, like the intricacies of what happens in game. And like there's plays. When I was younger, I was very reckless, or probably even in my 20s, I was very reckless, like physically going into the paint. Like I'm throwing shoulders, elbows, like because it's street ball. It was street ball. And then when I moved to a lack of a better term, a more sophisticated area with more sophisticated ballers, because it's just what it is. I was in the hood hooping, so their way of hooping was like, ain't no blood, ain't no foul, right? I grew up under that. So then I went to a little more sophisticated of a place where there was more finesse, and I had to learn a different game because my style was never getting picked up. Like people didn't want to play with me because they would get hurt, and I had to be mindful of that and make that change, right? And I made that change, and that's why I learned to shoot a lot more efficiently. That's all the wisdom of passing and all that came around, and so I was able to get better and adapt to my climate and adapt to the players. Now, if I play again, I see a dusty. That's what we call like just people that are reckless and don't know how to hoop really. I don't want to hoop. Like there's no reason to hoop against someone that is reckless, because you get nothing out of it. You don't sharpen your iron, right? You don't sharpen your sword, so to speak. I need to pause that. Hey, yo. But the thing is, Dwight Powell has not been able to improve that aspect of his game to be more efficient, to have more wisdom, to benefit his team. I haven't seen anything like that. And so for me, I know the fans are going to lean one way and defending him, and then there's going to be another side of the fans that are going to want to talk about the actual play, and then you meet in the middle, and it's just all this mumble jumble. But to be completely honest, that play was a bad play, and it injured one of your star players because it was IQ, a difference in IQ there, and that's just the most unfortunate thing about it, man.
Yeah. I just hate that it took this, TGK. I just hate that it took this. Like we were sitting there. It's like watching people finally realize something, an epiphany, when you've been sitting down, like knowing it the whole time, and they really like, okay, this is why you guys don't like Dwight Powell. I'm like, we've been saying that forever, and then now they're changing their opinion to like, oh, this guy needs to be, put him on a stick. It's over, burn him and all that. And I'm like, we don't want to go that far. Hold on now, like they're going extreme. So it sucks, man. But it's because of Mark Cuban and the organization, the front office and all. So I don't know what they do, man, because this is horrible on morale. You got to do one or two things now, or one or three things. Either you don't play Dwight at all no more, like he really is just a cheerleader, or you play him and he has to play the best of his career now out of nowhere and change it around, which I don't expect to happen. Or three, you got to trade him. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. And that's the man. It is it is pretty sad, man. It's 1000% sad. This is a funny tweet I just saw, and it's he said Brian Garcia says, looks like Dwight started a civil war last night.
Yep.
But I will say this civil war started long ago. I just think the actual battle has begun, you know.
It was the pregame before. We were sitting on the pre-lobby while the numbers were going down on the screen, and now it actually happened.
It actually happened. Let's see what the folks in the chat saying, man. Let's see.
I will say this though, TGK. This is a good. Since I feels like since Kyrie went down, the Lucas stands and the Kyrie stands are joining forces. Powell did that. There's a positive for you right there. Powell allowed the Lucas stands and Kyrie stands to join forces. Thank you, Dwight Powell. I wish it didn't happen this way, but thank you.
It was something like what we saw is something like this right here. Let's take a look.
Yep.
They banded together, man. That's crazy.
Over Dwight Powell, man. I mean, hey, I can't believe it, man. I'm still I wanted to wake up to different news today. I was hoping this was a dream, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything as far as like the injury is concerned. I know they said he's going to get an MRI today, or MIR, MRI. MRI. It's because where I used to work, we used to have MIRs, medical incident report. I'm trying to squander Twitter to see if there's anything in.
I truly don't think he's that hurt. Is that if y'all want like my inner opinion, I don't think Kyrie's that hurt. I think Kyrie tweaked the foot that was already hurting him. So it's like having an injured back or anything. Like you blow your back out and somebody you aggravated or whatever, and it gets hurt. Yeah, that definitely was AEO. But and you like aggravated again, and it's tweaked, and now you gotta, every time you aggravate it again, you may need a little bit more off. It's now a part of your resume where you gotta deal with that. You gotta warm up a little longer now. I think now, like I said, that Kyrie foot issue has been an issue since he's been on the team now. We knew that. He's an older guy now. I just think he's going to need some time off, man. Like he bent the foot the wrong way, landed right on the foot. Yep. So I think he hyper-extended it out the other way. And I think, like I said, it's about Kyrie and how he can, how he can rest, how he can heal, and truthfully, how the Mavericks will let him to play. Because I truly think Kyrie wants to play this year. Like I think it's like I've seen it's been like more of a everybody says I don't play games. They say I don't do this. It's kind of revenge season in a way. So I think he wants to play as many as he can play this year because of taking the reduced contract and all that stuff. He's proving something. So I don't think he misses a ton of games. It's about how long Jake hit him. Like even after the play you watched it, he was flexing his foot. Like he's sitting down, going up and down with his foot, like moving it. So I'm like, it's not broken. It's just, damn, bro, you came down with like 250 pounds on my foot. That hurts. So I think he'll be fine. I think a couple games. No, I think we're going overboard. Mavs fans definitely do that as far as injuries. We call everything a torn Achilles or something like that. But I got a couple games, man. I think it'll hurt us if we miss some 3 games or whatnot or whatever. But I think a week. Be back by next week. He'll be fine.
So if you look at this, right? If you look at this, the play from this angle, I hope it's a week. I will say that. I mean, but we're all overreacting, and for me, this stream is like therapy for me right now because I had my therapy last night on listening to y'all show, and then this morning I'm like, nah, I gotta speak my piece. You know what I'm saying? And I'm off today, so why not, right? But you look at this play, right? Let's take a look here. So Kyrie, he's going for the layup. My thing is, anything that you punch out, you need to be already in the paint, right? Like if you're flying in to punch it out. So here it goes. First of all, Kyrie should have got a call. Did he get a call? He got fouled, right?
Yes, he did get a foul. Yes, he got a foul. So the play was done.
All right, let's go back. Let's listen in.
Kyrie regathers the handles, goes right at Scoot.
Okay, so it was after the whistle came in when he was in the air.
Yep, he got the whistle. Man, look at that! How you froze it, TGK. Come on, look at Dwight Powell, bro. What was he? That play was literally to be like he was literally going to do it over the back. Like, what was he doing? There's no what are you doing?
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right, so let's talk basketball, right? This is almost the definition of over the back. However, just Kyrie was there, right? Kyrie was there to prevent it from being over. This almost could have been a foul. This was a foul on Dwight. Yeah,
if it wasn't already a foul on Kyrie, yes, it's a foul on Dwight.
And so you see how Dwight Powell's leg is caught up under here?
Yep.
That's gonna like ricochet and make him fall faster. And then it picked up his speed to fall down faster.
He got undercut by Kyrie.
But, my thing is here, like there's no one. He's not in the paint, so what he's having to do is he's having to fly in from the baseline side. So you see, he's already flying in. The ball goes up, and if anything, like to me in this play, I'm already like, all right, let's get back on defense because there's absolutely no shot you're going to be able to punch this out. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to punch it out. If you don't have the intention to rebound it, and if you don't have positioning to punch it out, then just get back on defense. Just get back on defense.
He's Dwight Powell. Know your role. Know your Dwight Powell. Bro. It's not like it'd been different if it's Lively. He going in there to try to grab the rebound over guys' heads. Like, bro, we know you're Dwight Powell. You're not even trying to grab that rebound. Like, that's literally what you just said. That's horrible. Like, he went in there to literally go reckless. His idea was saying, I'm gonna go reckless for this ball so I can get this back to my team.
Yeah. And then that's the unfortunate part, because then the rest happens. Because look, like his arm is still out. Now he's already caught up in the air, and I don't want to see the injury again. And he slams down.
You can tell by the way he's reaching. Like he's reaching out that he's going reckless. He wasn't going up. He was like extending like Superman. Man, I've never seen somebody that they want to be able to play so bad. Like, it's like, trying to give a great analogy. It's like your little brother. Like, if your little brother can't play basketball and you just want him to be on the team and play, and you like, I'm going to keep picking him because he's my little brother. I know he's not the best, but come on, man, keep playing. And everybody like, he's not the greatest, but you're like, I got to make up for his slack. I just want to talk to Jason Kidd, Mark Cuban, and all these guys, and I want them. That same question you asked me earlier about Dwight Powell and basketball and give me good. I want them to give me the answer, man. I really want them to sit down and just give me answers so I can give them rebuttals back, and I want to see what they have to say. I want to see if they lie in my face.
You think this should put more, how would I say, this injury or situation should put more what we would call a fire to Jason Kidd's seat? Do you think his seat is at least warming up, or is it not?
Nope. Nah, I think this is what an excuse.
Yeah, I agree. I think the thing is, like, it should be like, hey, you keep playing this player. We knew it was an issue, and then now we're here. Your coaching job is on the hot seat. It should be that way. I ain't gonna lie.
I would agree with you, TGK. If I thought it was just Jason Kidd that was playing Dwight Powell.
I see what you're saying. That means we need to. Do we need to go beneath the surface, King?
You made it. You made to play music,
man. When it comes to Dwight Powell playing basketball,
stop it. Get some help. Get some help, man.
And the Dallas Mavericks fans are crying but laughing hysterically. All right, enough of the jokes. Now, man, I don't know, man. I think obviously whenever the news comes out of how the severity of this injury is, which I'm hoping it's just a sprain, but the way he landed on his foot, the way his foot, what is it? I forget the terminology, but it turned inward, right? So I can see it being a sprain, like a high ankle sprain, for sure. And if it's a high ankle sprain, let's say level 2, I would say the highest. I hope it ain't level 3. Then we done.
Level 3. He's out the All-Star.
Yeah. I hope it's level 2 or level 1, but he got up. He was able to put weight on it. That's a good sign. Obviously, a lot of ice, a lot of rice, right? Raise.
Yeah.
Raise ice, elevate. No, I forget what it was. No,
is it raise or rice? It's rice, right?
Rice. Yeah. Compression and elevate. Something like that. So just a lot of that, man. And thankfully they're in the NBA, so they should recover a lot faster. But it's just unfortunate, bro. Like there's no way around. There's no way around it. I mean, and I know I think Mavs Marie, and I'm not saying by name. I'm not here to like cast any what's the word, aspersions on any of these tweeters. It's just we're all public entities, right? But she was like, I wonder if it was someone else, would the reaction be the same? Yeah, it would be the same. There's obviously a little bit of an added fire for Dwight Powell because we've known of this. But if it was Derrick Jones Jr. that did it, like, bro, come on. If it was Luka that did it, come on, Luka. God damn, I would think there will still be an uproar in the basketball play. Now, there's obviously another a good little circle of people that are adding more flames to it because it's Dwight Powell, and those I just ignore. I ignore the personal shots. I know he's a great guy, but just basketball wise,
I don't even know he's the best. I don't even know if he's a great guy at OTGK. I'm gonna stop lying on that now. We told he's a great guy. I don't know. So I'm hoping he's a great guy. It is what it is. I don't know if he's a great guy. But if it had been anybody else, it probably would not have been the same. I'm not gonna lie to you because they do other things. It's just the issue of knowing that Dwight Powell shouldn't really be on the floor, and then he's the guy that injures Kyrie. That does, like I guess, fuel the fire a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. So obviously he's gonna continue to play, man. We got Memphis on Monday. They're flying straight to Memphis, which is South Dallas, if you ask me. I mean, we should be able to beat Memphis without Kyrie, don't you think?
Yes.
You would think. You would think. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That Lakers game is the game, man.
Literally at a loss for words because I just don't know how to even think
that Lakers game is now huge.
Yeah. Tuesday, right?
Yeah, because and plus I think the Lakers only one L behind us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that game is pretty huge now.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like how to handle this stream moving forward, but I think we covered everything, right? Like it's just one of those things, man. You get to the point where as a fan you're just upset with how things are managed, and that injury in that fashion. Obviously, it is a freak injury too. It's a freak injury, freak accident, but it's an accident that could have been prevented. This could have been prevented, right, in the offseason. Yeah. Definitely. But
I think Kyrie is going to come out with a tweet or something soon, probably telling everybody to leave Dwight alone.
Right, and you know it's happening. You know everyone's going to be like, leave him alone, and I'm not going to take any personal brunt of it because I'm not talking about the man, the person. I'm talking about the play. So I don't care what anyone has to say about leaving him alone or not. Like, bro, I'm trying to protect you, Kyrie, in our interest as an organization, as a team. You know, like I want us to win. I don't like this could, because you know how there's been rumblings of quote unquote Luka if we don't do good this season, he's gonna ask for a trade and blah 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 blah. And that stuff is in the back of my head. It is, and this could be a situation where we could go into a slump. Here's the cause and effect, right? The effect is we could start losing because of the bad vibes, because there's gonna and again, this is all just hyperbole. The team can now feel a little odd about Dwight Powell, right? Yep. And then that's going to cause dissension in the locker room. And then when Kyrie comes back and he ain't 100%, that's going to cause even more dissension because Kyrie's like, damn, you hurt me, bro. Which it likely won't happen. But these things, I've seen them happen in other teams. I've seen it. So, who knows?
I don't know. I don't know how to think about it, man. It's just, I just wish I wish it wasn't Dwight. I guess, but then at the same time, I'm glad it was Dwight. I don't know, man. I'm just no Dwight, man. Let's just give him a suit, please.
Yeah, I want to show this angle of the fall. This angle is kind of crazy. He comes into the frame.
Foul called on Dwight, and then here's Dwight Powell going right on Kyrie.
Why is that so loud?
Kyrie's leg.
Let's see. Can I play this slower? Oh, I can play this slower. Yeah, that was a foul. And then, yikes! Kyrie's like, "What the hell?" And I guarantee you, Kyrie was not expecting anyone to fly in over him. And so when he saw his body, he was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And then he didn't think he was flying in because he was just like, "Oh, it's just like a foot on my head." You see that? And no, it was a whole land. He didn't even know he was gonna land on his foot. That's the sad part. God.
Luckily, Kyrie's body was loose though.
Yeah,
he wasn't like
there was a little bit of give, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm. Plus, would it been a foot injury, the way he landed on his leg? I really don't think his foot's that messed up. I think it's just that heavy dude came on my foot. And was like, if his foot wasn't already hurt, I think he probably plays. Because if it's not a leg injury, that's the thing I was mainly worried about was the leg injury, like it being like a knee or a lower leg injury, something like that. It being the foot, I think he just tweaked his. I believe it's the same right foot.
Yeah. My bad if there's a delay. It's probably because I'm playing music in the background, so I'll take the background music off. Because Gav came in here talking about.
I'm like, what did he say? Fuck me for?
My fault, Gav.
Like, forget my audio. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Emotional damage.
That's
it's probably because I'm talking on my phone as well.
Nah. Is it you got an Android?
Nah, I'm iPhone user.
Damn, you're like.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, man. Well, I guess we'll end it here. It's just for the fans out there that are watching, for the people that are watching in the stream, appreciate y'all. But at the end of the day, it was a bad basketball play, and that's how I'm going to go about this. Poor basketball play. It shouldn't have happened. And if you have the intentions of punching it out, you got to already be in the paint. Also, you have to have height and you have to have arm length, which Dwight Powell doesn't have. And the only people that could punch out basketballs right now for rebounds is Derek Lively, because he's the tallest one and he has the arm length. I think they should really, really reevaluate how we go about rebounds and take that effort out of Dwight Powell and be like, just if you're going to go get a rebound, just get a rebound, stop punching everything, because your success rate is horrible when it comes to the punch out or the slap outs or whatever, the tip outs.
Hey, yo. I agree.
Just stop, bro. Just stop, because it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the team. And it just, like, you have to be tall enough to do it. So if you have the intentions of getting a rebound, go and get it. Don't try to slap it around.
Am I able to give a cheap plug real quick, TGK?
Huh?
Am I able to give a cheap plug real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, do me a favor, everybody. Check out, Rel, my partner's show, Cuz We Geek. CUZ, Cuz We Geek. He's on there right now. I think it's about to start. Him and Terry, his lovely wife. She's, I think, covering for Will today. He's out of town. But check him out. Give him a subscribe and all, like and all that mumbo jumbo, and tell him. Just say what's up in the comments, y'all. He'll let us see y'all over there.
Hold on. Let's what they do on Twitch, where they're like, you know how they do like
where you can stream somebody else's stuff, like mirror theirs.
Yeah, let's do a raid, man. we doing new things out here, man. So this is a stream. Y'all go over there to Cuz We Geeked and drop a like and tell them TGK and King sent you. Please, if y'all don't mind doing that, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't let them know. If y'all want to hear their voice.
Being to the point that he does not have a hand in a lot of the projects that are being put out there now.
So Rel's out there. So y'all go and check out Cuz We Geek. They talk what's the main thing of this, talking comics and
just everything. Just everything. Everything geek. So anything that you probably called somebody a geek for when you were a kid, they talk about in the show.
You talk about wrestling? That's what you said?
Well, no, Rel's not a wrestling guy. They probably should. But Rel, I don't think Rel's a wrestling guy.
He needs to bring me on there for the wrestling topic.
There you go. You can be like a side segment.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Tonight. All right, man. Yeah, y'all definitely go check that out, Cuz We Geek. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate you hopping on, King, on short notice or even just immediate notice.
I just woke up and saw the invite, bro.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
I was here.
Just Dwight Powell got to do better as a player, but I think that ship has sailed, and hopefully Kyrie is good to go, man. Anything else, dogs?
Nah, I appreciate you, TGK. I'm sorry for the echo, guys. I'm on the phone. I just wanted to be here to talk to you. Make sure y'all check us out. We talk Mavs. I know what we do. TGK unofficial, official pregame show. We taking over. That is what it is. But thank y'all. Dwight will be Dwight, and hopefully Kyrie will be healthy soon. So go Mavs.
Let's go Mavs, guys. Y'all be good out there. Catch y'all later. You already know this is the pregame show here. And hopefully I'll make a We Talk Mavs postgame show one of these days.
Man, get out of here, man.
It was supposed to be last night, man. But then, one of these days.
And then you went and got some food.
But I thought it was gonna be a members only thing. So I was like,
It
it's
was,
gonna
but
be
then
a
none of them got on. So then we was like, all right, we can get TGK on. He was like, nah, he ain't got some food. He ain't got some food.
Why y'all should hit me up? I got home when the show started. Y'all should hit me up. Dog.
I told Rel, I know this is a side conversation. I told Rel, he was like, nah, he gone. He's sitting down and all that.
Shoot, I still got my leftovers. I'm about to jump into those right now. But all right, man.
Pause.
Eventually, well, yeah. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Hold on. I need to get the camera on pause. I want the camera on pause and the Mace one. And I'm gonna add those on here.
You on what's that? Monday the next game, right? So you on Monday, TGK. Y'all heard it here first.
How early is that game?
I don't know.
It's because I have to wake up at 5, bro, and I gotta be out the house by 5:30 to get.
Is it a late game?
I don't know.
We play in Memphis, so it shouldn't be a late game. It should be an early game.
Hopefully it's an early game. I think it's 6:30, so that might be early enough. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, man. Appreciate you, bro, and I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all go check out Rel's channel because we geeked and we are out.